Hello, my name is Lynette Williamson. I'm a certified master personal trainer, and I've been in the fitness industry since 2004. I'm sitting here at one of our beautiful parks outside because outside to me is so comforting. It is freedom, and hopefully the wind isn't getting in the microphone. But I wanted to share with you guys my story. I know for a lot of fitness professionals, they've got a really amazing stories, especially about weight loss and their journey, and how they overcame a lot of different things in their lives to be able to be that influencer or that mentor to a lot of people in the United States. I know for me, my story is a little bit different. I've always been this size. Well, a little bit smaller. I was pretty blessed to have grown during high school and after school. So my grandma was really, really afraid that I'd be a little person. So I think it would have been cool for sure. Um, so my story is a little bit different. I grew up in a household where it was very stressful. There was a lot of trying to be gentle about my words, but there was a lot of physical and emotional, mental abuse for sure. So we grew up, I have a brother, and we grew up in a second marriage. My dad was a lot older when he had us. My mom was pretty young, and she passed away when I was 9 months old. She actually committed suicide with my brother and I in the room on the bed with her. That's about all I know about that. And I know for a lot of you that might sound like just completely tragic. It's taken me a long time to get to that level of understanding of why it may have happened. We don't really know, and the wind is picking up. Sorry, guys. I hope that isn't blowing in the microphone. But I believe everything happens for a reason. And, you may hear of a lot of people saying that they grew up with an evil stepmother. That story for me was true. So, for whatever reason, I still don't know, this woman that married my father absolutely hates my brother and I. And it was just a very, you know, so we were always outside. So that's why I tell you outside is a very comforting, and it signifies like freedom for me. I love it. It's just like getting a big hug. So we were always outside. My grandparents, my father's mom and dad, my grandparents, they were wonderful. It was like, it was so wonderful when we stayed with them, and we stayed with them for a lot. We were there a lot. My grandma passed away when I was probably 10, close to 11, and then that's when I found out that I did have a real mother, and so I was relieved and confused at the same time, like, wait, what? Oh, so this lady isn't my mom? I'm super confused. And that began kind of our, I would say, probably our, I'm trying to be gentle with my words again, because I love my dad. I knew he meant well. Kind of our neglect and abandonment a little bit. You know, it's like, oh, I'm just going to shift you over here, because we were just, you know, we tried to please this woman who we thought was our mother, and it just did not happen at all. So, we just got shifted from house to house. I started staying with friends for long periods of time. So basically, we did move out at probably about the age of 12. I officially left my household at 15. I was just done. My grandpa had just passed away, and so I had a little bit of money to purchase a vehicle. I didn't have a driver's license yet, but I needed a car, so I tried to go back to my high school, and I find out like 25 years later that this was completely illegal. What they did is I tried to enroll back into my high school, and they said they could not register a homeless runaway, which at that time I thought it was true because I wasn't emancipated at the time. But I wasn't homeless. I was couch surfing, and I didn't run away. I just left. So I was like, darn, so I got to go to the alternative school. And in my mind, I thought I was just way too good for that, which is silly. And I got a full-time job. So it was like boom, boom, boom. This, like, when I was age 15, that year seemed to have been like the longest year of my life. It was crazy. So, you know, going along, I had a lot of traumatic relationships because I didn't know any better. I just figured if that person gave me any kind of attention, that was great, right? So I did that. And what really got me into the fitness profession is how I felt. I had tried every kind of antidepressant, anti-anxiety drug that I could possibly try, and nothing was working. I just felt even more horrible and even more horrible until I went to our local fitness club, and because I didn't know what to do. I hadn't exercised or anything, so I bought like an aerobic pass. Got an aerobic pass. I got some passerbys here. Walking the dogs. Anyways, and so there was an instructor there that was just gorgeous. She was she was awesome. She really had a lot of energy. She was fabulous, and I was like, wow, I really want to be like this girl. And it just started from there. This probably wasn't the best thing to do, was I dropped all my prescriptions in the toilet and flushed them. And I was like, this is all situational. This exercise definitely makes me feel spectacular. It was awesome. I'm going to tell you more of this story later. Thanks so much for being a part of my journey. I am so honored to be a part of your journey. And to share stories, and leave a comment below if you resonate with this story, and I'll share a little bit more. Thanks so much.